Hi, this is JP Morgan. Today on the Slanted Lens, we're out in the desert. We're in Bombay Beach, taking some pictures of a spaceman in abandoned buildings because it's just a lot of fun. Working with direct sun, which is always fun to do, can get some really interesting results working with direct sun. So let's get started, see what we can do. Ooh, that's good, Lars. Don't miss out on our July giveaway. We're giving away this 263 carbon fiber tripod. Not this one, this is mine. You can't have this one, but we'll give you another one. So go to theslanteddlens.com, sign up, you can win there.
Hot in here.
Some guy's gonna pull up, get out of my house. So we're out here in Bombay Beach. It's a city off of the Salton Sea and way south in California. And a lot of people left this area and they don't pay the taxes on the houses. The houses eventually go back to the government or the bank or whomever, I guess. While Lars munches on his Nutter Butters in the background, I'm taking pictures of the astronaut here. You know, the lighting here is pretty easy because it's basically right over my shoulder. If I'm not careful, my shadow gets in it. But it lights him, it lights his face, it's very broad. I mean, you can work in direct sunlight pretty easily, but you've got to use it almost like a key light. So this is like an overhead straight in. It's gonna just light him up, and it is a little flat, but overall it doesn't look terrible on this, especially because the building's turned just a little bit, so I get a bit of shadow on the side of the building. But I use my tilt shift left lens, so when I tilt in this flat situation, it's a flat surface. I can throw this way out of focus on the right hand side and be able to shift that plane of focus. So it's going not straight to the camera like this, but it shifts like that, and that sends the focus off. Those two different directions allows the stuff that's really close to me on this right side to become very out of focus. And you can see it in the trailer. It just kind of isolates him in this doorway. He's already isolated because of the doorway, and now we isolate him by focus, which is really an easier thing to do with a tilt shift lens. Now you can do this effect in Photoshop, but you can also do it with a tilt shift lens. So we're letting him fall partway into shadow, and partway we're going to reflect a little bit of light up in his face, and that looks pretty cool. Lars is putting a reflector in there that's opening up his face, which looks cool. So Kurt, come right up to this glass here. Back up a little bit, right there.
I would say 50% of what a cinematographer and photographer does, 50% of their job is good locations. And if you have an interesting location, either art production or design or this natural beauty here, it makes our jobs a lot easier. You can drive around until you find something, or you can hire some really great people. This was very lucky and very free for us. And it's really cool. So
I've just turned around, completely flipped around and looking directly into that sun back there and got him in the doorway as a silhouette. It looks fabulous. Lars is bouncing a little bit of light on the front of him. It just gives us a little bit of something on his suit. His suit wants that light because it's so reflective anyway. So I was down there, I could see the corner of this couch. I wanted to go out of focus, so I just tilted the lens over, shifted my plane of focus, not going this way away from me, but I tilted it this way so I could throw my spaceman into focus, and now all the out of focus starts to build this direction. So it's the ability to change the focus plane. I have a great lesson on that, all about tilt shift lenses. So check that out. So using direct harsh sun is you basically place it almost like you would any key light. If you get it behind you and up, it's gonna look a lot like a butterfly light. If you get it to the side, it's gonna be a split light. You can say, oh, well, that's the worst situation. If you keep working it, looking at it, and moving it around and augmenting it, eventually you're gonna find something that starts to work. Good photographer, good DP will find something that works eventually. You keep working it till you just find something interesting. We did some silhouettes in here that were very interesting. We did some in the foreground with just that direct sun. So it's just a matter of keep working it till it finally does work. Keep those cameras rolling.
keep on clicking.
If you've not signed up for our business coaching class, it's time to take a look at what the materials there can do for you. We've got 16 hours of materials that will help you to change the direction of your business, organize it, and get new clients. We also have once a month, you get to mentor with me where you call in, we'll talk about the issues you're facing and help you overcome them and help you to move forward. So go to theslanteddlens.com and sign up for our business coaching class today. Let me help you out. I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. And while I'm doing my close-up, why don't you subscribe to the Slanted Lens? And then you can do your close-up too.